So we might not have to play international game next year, which I'm not surprised because we're in that weird situation. We're not a good enough team right now, especially given the circumstances that everyone's talking about us, everyone's excited about us, so we would be in that spot of potentially being an international game. And we're also not a bad enough team that they're trying to sell a franchise international. I feel like that's kind of always the middle area where it's either you're really exciting or the opposite, you suck and they want to sell your team. Nonetheless, though, we potentially might. So we still might play a international game. So the NFL announced that the Colts will play that game instead. They will be playing in Deutschland next year. So the only other game we have potentially is Madrid. So we could still technically host the game in Madrid, but pretty much what they're doing is they're going through and they're saying, okay, who does the Bengals, who could they potentially play, and also who potentially would or does or currently has or will have an international game, right? So we don't play the Colts next year, so this is one more off the docket. I know I have actually a decent amount of international fans, and I do understand that, listen, you guys want to watch football, you guys want, the NFL to have more games over there in your country so you can actually watch it, because right now, with a little amount of NFL games in other countries, it makes the ticket prices through the roof. It's impossible to watch, it's possible to go there because of that. It's also weird timings, and it's just a mess across the board for anyone international. And I understand you guys love football as much as we do. There's some diehard fans over there, and the more you have fans over there, the more, money you make as a franchise, right? You have different bases over there. I think Katie Blackburn talked about this last year, how we have an international base over there. And, it's more ticket sales, it's more money for the Bengals, it's more money across the board. Sadly, not always does the front office take that as more money means more, opportunity to make the team better. But yeah, so that's kind of just how it is across the board. It's always a weird factor when you play internationally. For the fans, I'm happy for. But when it comes to the team, a lot of times it can be a mess. A lot of times, playing internationally you go out there and you don't play as good, right? You might, or you might be playing a really bad team and they ended up getting the best of you because you played internationally, and you just it was kind of less of a home game. It also does technically as well take away from a home game in a way, because instead of us playing at Paycor Stadium in front of our fans, we're playing internationally, away from our fans. Now, trying to play devil's advocate as much as possible here. We sucked this year at Paycor Stadium. So again, like I said, there's different scenarios where you can make excuses for pretty much everything. But I'm just happy, given the circumstance, that we need to go win a Super Bowl next year. And every single game is going to matter greatly. Because look at this year. Look at this year. Look at last year. Both years, we finished 9-8. We barely missed the playoffs by 1 or 2 games. And it's that mess of, if one game would have went differently, it could change everything. And if we do play international, and let's say at one game we play international, ends up being the game that screws us over, or we lose because of it, that could cost us at the end of the season. So I don't know. I'm being a little bit, selfish on that part, because again, like I said, I know that there's a lot of fans that they want to have international games. They want to be able to watch a football team. And there's a lot of Bengals fans that are, from Germany, from all bunch of different countries out there. So for those fans, hopefully this does end up happening. For us Bengals fans in America, go to Duck! All right. I'll go get canceled somewhere else. Guten Morgen. By the way, I am German. Okay, I am full-fledged German, meaning like I wasn't born in Germany. I've never been to Germany. That's beside the point. But like my grandparents, all on both sides, are complete German, from Germany, born and raised in Germany. So I don't think it works the same way here, but I don't think I can say that, guys. Peace out.